Coming up on Sweet Ruka, there's a collision, we go under a bridge, and Roxy gets her sea legs.
The days were becoming shorter and the temperature was dropping. It was time to begin heading south. However, we couldn't quite go yet, as there was a storm brewing. Hurricane Dorian, which devastated the Bahamas, was on its way north. We wanted to hide out and continue exploring Maine for just a few more days. We headed through Egamon and Reach to Castine, Maine, home of the Maine Maritime Academy. We chose to go to Smith Cove, a spot noted as one of Maine's best hurricane holes.
Right now we are approaching somewhere called Egamon Reach. If you look at it on the chart, it's like a really narrow bay. It goes underneath a bridge and then comes out by Castine. So 2 miles long, and you see around us, I don't know if they can pan around, we're kind of navigating through some tight channels.
Ooh, narrow dodge. Nice job, Curtis. Just missed them.
All right, so we've just cleared, you don't know what island it's called? Oh, yes. We've just cleared Smutty Nose Island. That right there is called Smutty Nose Island. So we're about to head down a little bit. So we're going to ease our main. And we'll end up, here you go, give me that. You can go use the jib. We're trying not to snag some lobster pots. We only got one so far earlier, but it pumped off our rudder. Let's take a look up at our mainsail. Says we need to ease that puppy. Ease. Kate's coming back. She was easing the jib.
So while Curtis is trying not to hit anything driving through 2 little shoals, I'm going to tell you that we just left, it was a few hours ago, but we left Somes Sound on Mount Desert Island, which is the only natural fjord in the United States, or the biggest one? I can't remember.
I believe it's the only natural fjord on the Atlantic coast and also in the United States.
There you go. It's September 5th or 6th in Maine, and getting to be closer to fall, and it's just beautiful. It started off a little chilly this morning, but we are so lucky and fortunate to have these amazing views. Check out the rocks behind me here. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, we're keeping an eye on Hurricane Dorian and making sure that we're staying out of his way, but we are heading a little bit south as it is getting a little bit chilly. Lots of little shoals. Even though it's high tide, we just want to play it safe as we go through. You can maybe see some of
Egamon Reach!
the land here in Egamon Reach. And it is quite beautiful, but you do want to be paying attention because there are lobster buoys and rocks and boats all around. So, and wow, look at that. Beautiful. Let's go see what Curtis is up to. Always keeping an eye on the charts.
Have to up here. Before you know it, you just run yourself right into a rock. I'm gonna put some more bang on.
Let's see how Roxy the dog is doing. Hi, Roxy. Hi, buddy. You taking a nap? You're just chilling. Yeah.
Woohoo! Yeah, Rocky!
What you got to say about that, Curtis?
That's Deer Isle Bridge. That wasn't too bad. It was, the chart says it's 25 meters of clearance, which is roughly 75 feet at high water. We went through it at basically about the highest of the highest possible tide. And we had plenty of room to spare up there, I think. It's accurate. I bet we had 15 feet above our antenna, maybe 10.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes you really can't tell, but this time we could tell we had plenty of space, especially when we were right underneath. Coming up to it, I wasn't sure, but as soon as we were under, it was like, oh yeah, plenty of room.
plenty of room. So, I'm going to hand this off to Kate, and we're going to go start the boat and watch some races.
Lucky for us, we ended up anchoring right outside the race course for the Harmon Cup race. It was gusting into the high 20s as the outer bands of Dorian dropped wind and rain. The tough mariners went racing anyway. The teams took to the water against 5 other colleges aboard Colgate 26s.
Here comes the rest of the fleet here. Coming on up.
In the challenging conditions, a few boats ended up colliding and losing a rig. We had front row seats. The kids saw us videotaping and sailed by our boat on the way back in, asking us if we could share our racing footage. We gladly said yes, and were invited to stay on the town dock and take a tour of the academy later. But first, we had some business to attend to. We had sold our house in Ohio and had to close on it. Being 1,000 miles away, the title company sent a local Maine notary to the boat, where we finalized the paperwork in the salon. This was a big moment of full commitment. There was no turning back now. The next day, we walked through the town and toured the academy.
Senior racer Tommy gave us a tour of the academy, but the highlight was Maine Maritime's training ship, the State of Maine.
After we finished the tour, we offered to take Maine Maritime Academy's senior racing crew out for a sunset cruise aboard the Sweet Ruka. Not only were they a great bunch of sailors, they had an excellent sense of humor and closed out the evening with us at the local pub.
Good morning, everyone. Well, we're leaving Castine today after a really fun evening out with the Maine Maritime Academy Mariners sailing team. We took the Ruka out and we cruised around the bay a little bit. Ended up doing a little night sail and coming back into the harbor and finding a nice local establishment to continue the fun. So we stayed at the town dock last night, and we were privileged enough to get a tour of the state of Maine, which we're going by right behind us. And Kate's got some video of that, I believe she can share. And the wonderful town of Castine is just kind of floating by right behind us. And it's a beautiful, beautiful sunny morning, light breeze, not much going on. And I think we're gonna head to Belfast so that we can go to the hardware store and get a couple of plumbing parts to fix our hot water in our aft head sink. And that's the plan today. That's probably, what, 15 miles? Short little hop. And we might motor based on the wind, but it's just awesome this morning. And let's see, what does Kate think?
It's a beautiful chilly morning. It's probably about 55 degrees. I'm looking at the chart. I don't know, it's nice and chilly, but it's sunny. There's a seal swimming over there. I don't know, I'm surprisingly awake for what's a little bit earlier in the morning than what we're used to. So, Castine, it's just beautiful, very historic. I would definitely recommend coming to visit here. They say Castine's in the middle of nowhere. 18 miles is the next town that way, 18 miles is the next town that way. So, but it's really beautiful here, and I would definitely recommend it.
A little more, a couple more shots. And everything are just like super beautiful this morning, huh? All right, well, we will see you guys in Belfast. Well, that right there is a pilot house sailboat. Talk about windage.
Good morning in Belfast, Maine. Just on the other side of Castine and Penobscott Bay. We are headed to the hardware store to pick up a part for our aft head and
One of those.
one of these. And nothing too major, but something we definitely want to get fixed. Mostly just for water. So a ton of cool restaurants, looks like, pretty hilly.
Cool town. I'm gonna.
Let's do a little jaywalking here.
Yeah, that way we can show the whole town, kind of. Dockside restaurant.
You can kind of see that brick building. Very old school. See that there?
Yeah, dog friendly. So check this out. Behind us right here, this is the super yacht Miyakara's mast. And I don't know if you can see our mast right over here. That's ours. Here and here. And they're basically parked right next to each other to give you a size comparison of a 128-foot super yacht versus our 46-foot mini yacht. Until next time. But here's our destination, the Trustworthy Hardware and Home Supply Store.
Your destination is on the right.
Okay, Google.
Just filled our water tanks in Belfast, and now we're just driving by, checking out a little marina here. Sure is a cute little town.
They apparently have one of the largest travel lifts around. That one that's holding up that tugboat right now. And like lift some of the heaviest boats around. Interesting stuff if you like cranes, lifting things, heavy equipment, and all those sorts of things. Which
They have these cool little docks that like two boats can tie up to, just kind of floating docks.
and some cool like old boats too.
Some cool old boats, and everyone that we've pretty much walked by or interacted with has smiled and said good morning to us. It's definitely a friendly town.
Are like all filled with fuel and
Kurt says those tugboats are full of fuel and engine, and that's all that's really down there in the hull of that tugboat that you see on the lift. Footbridge right here, vehicle bridge right there. A little chilly in this direction. Welcome to Maine. Time for a jacket.
My main clothes.
Oh yeah, look at that. Big schooner. They're demasting. Time to haul out. September. Some really cool boats in this harbor. Lots of variety, which is really fun. Oh, look at all the plants on that.
Yeah, they got like a
That is cool. Sunflowers on the bow.
They definitely do much ocean sailing
I don't know if you can see it over there, right there. What's really interesting is if you are going to take plants into other countries, you actually have to have documentation for them, because you could be taking a foreign plant that's foreign to that nation into that country. Not just me and Kurt and Roxy, but also plants. What's really cool is this Paul Johansson navy blue boat right here.
This looks like tough.
You've got your safety boats on top, paddle boards,
two
and
ribs.
Adirondack chairs on the back. Yeah, 2 ribs. Oh, is that a crane on the little crane on the front? Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And here is Belfast Harbor. Beautiful day. You'd never guess I have goosebumps and that it's chilly based on the amount of sun. What I really love, I don't know if you can really tell on camera, is all of this hillside. It's really grassy right here, and usually it's pretty rocky hillside.
Houses on hills, like my mom. My mom and Kate both like houses on hills.
Roxy's perched on her spot. That's where she loves to sit when we go through harbors and just kind of smell all the smells and smell all the boats. Look at all the boats and the people.
I don't know how many $1 million you need for that boat. Maybe someday. But we're pretty happy with what we have. Our boat's pretty awesome.
Being grateful is the key to happiness. And we are very grateful for this boat.
Very grateful.
Need like Mooringfield music. Every time we go through.
Down the road, trying to loosen my load as I sail through the mooring field. But I'm not really sailing, cause I'm just a motoring around all these boats. But I'm taking it easy while I skewer the song.
Don't even
Don't let
know.
the sound of clanking halyards drive you crazy.
Good one.
Oh shit. Boring. We're good.
Don't hit the mooring balls with your engine.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought I was gonna like fly away. It's very uneventful. He's like, I would rather swim, thank you. I'm a swimming bird. There he goes.
Hey everybody, so we are cruising the inner harbor of Camden right now with our sail up, actually sailing. You will see here. We have the motor running in the background just in case there's any issues, but it's pretty fun. We'll take you for a little tour
of the harbor. So right there is Lyman Morse Shipyard, famous boat builder. Looks like some kind of J-boat there with no mast.
We contemplated pulling up to the wall to have lunch at one of the seaside restaurants, but decided to carry on to Rockland to anchor before the sunset. We finished things off with a beautiful sail from Camden to Rockland, where we will anchor for the night before we continue our journey in the next episode to the island of Nantucket in Massachusetts.
Hey, you! Are you still watching? Well, click the subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Join us on our journey. Till next time.